Welcome. Today we are chatting with some of the authors in a shared world called Shopping for Love in Cataluma. So we have Roxie Clarke, Janine, darn it, I always get it wrong, Janine Lauren, and Katrina Litwin, right? All right, awesome. So welcome, ladies. How are you doing today?
Good.
Fabulous.
Very well, thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, I'm so excited. So this sounds like a really fun world where you got to hang out with your best friends all the time. So tell us a little bit more about it. Roxie, you were the one who kind of was the leading person to get this going, right?
Right. Yeah, I noticed that many of us were writing in small towns, and I just thought, wouldn't it be fun if we could all create a world together? Other times when I've written in worlds, other authors in the group weren't so into creating the world with me and little details, but since we were close friends anyway, everyone in Cataluma, we could put each other's characters in our books and send scenes to one another and be like, does this sound like something they would say? And it was really fun. It was just we wanted it to be in California, and we wanted it to have the very first thing we were like, it should have some sort of motorcycle club. But we all write like not motorcycle club books at all. So we all like learned about motorcycles and had one of our characters at least be somebody that rode a motorcycle. But like, it's just for a weird thing that happens in Cataluma. I don't know. It's pretty fun.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So where did the concept come from? Is it just kind of like one day you're like, I really want to do this? Or was there some sort of catalyst behind it?
I think that we had been talking about doing an anthology together, or we wanted to do a project with all of us. We're in a small little group that we chat once a week about marketing, about just everything authors, and we have a Discord channel that we are on constantly throughout the day. So we've just become good friends, and we all kind of wanted to do something together. And an anthology didn't seem quite right, and we thought, because some of the authors write steamier and some write sweet, so we thought a shared world would be a better vehicle for us.
Nice. So people could kind of pick and choose the stories that they're most interested in.
Right. And they can actually read them out of order, or only read the sweet or only read the steamy, or pick and choose, because while there are similar events, it's not something that you have to read all of the books unless you want to.
Nice. Which we encourage, right?
Which we're hoping you do, but yeah.
All right, awesome. So yours is the first book in the series.
Yes.
And it is called Inking the Deal. So tell us a little bit about that.
It's about Mickey Michaela, who is a tattoo artist, and Sequoia Ward. He is a vegan baker. He's moved back to town to open a vegan bakery. They had a secret relationship when they were teenagers, and it ended badly right before their senior year. They're sort of opposites attract. He's a rich boy and she is a middle-class girl. Her dad owns a Mexican bakery, which is right next door to where Sequoia put the vegan bakery. So that's a little bit of a, conflict there. But anyway, so Michaela's dad owns the Mexican bakery, and he actually owns the vegan bakery too, but we don't find that out until later.
I won't tell.
I know. Slight spoiler, not really. And I had a really sweet relationship between Mickey and her dad. They get along really well, and he dotes on her and takes care of her. And I based his character, Roberto, after my dad, Dennis. He passed away in January when I was finishing up this book. So I got to add all sorts of sweet father-daughter relationship stuff to this book too, which really helped me through that time. And I've dedicated the book to my dad as well.
That's really wonderful. I'm glad that you were able to have that experience. So
Yeah.
So your book number 1, and
Yes.
then book number 2 is Janine.
Yes.
All right, and you've got a picture of it right there on your
I do.
background, right?
I
So
do.
it's something of note. Tell us a little bit about that.
So like Roxie's book, it's also takes place in a shop because it's shopping for love in Cataluma. So all of these are a shop trope in that respect. And this one is about 2 people who are coming down to help Uncle Jock. Now, Uncle Jock, he has broken his hip and he's in hospital. He runs a music store, and along with his long-suffering employee, and they've come along to support that and to help him out and to sort things out a bit, because Uncle Jock does things kind of the old way. And so his books aren't great. It's almost tax time. They're trying to get ready for the Strawberry Festival, which is a big piece of our Cataluma story. We're all getting ready for this big Strawberry Festival where we raise a lot of money and bring people into town. And yes, and meanwhile he's in the hospital. And so there's the 2 coming into town. One is Nora, who is his niece, and one is his stepson, Eugene. And so Nora had a crush on Eugene when she was young, when she was around 15 and he was 20. And he's been since then traveling. He does a lot of different types of work. He's never he doesn't settle down. And she got married and is going through a rough divorce right now. So anyway, it's a basically second chance romance, but also with Jock and Sandy, it's a grumpy and sunshine romance as well. So it's a bit of everything.
So yours is 2 romance stories for the price of 1, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
You got 2 different storylines going in there. So that's awesome. That's fun.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting kind of like Gilmore Girls, like all the different shops and Gilmore Girls type of vibe. Is that, would you say that's fair? Like,
yes,
these fun little quirky shop owners that you just want to like get to know their backstory and that type of thing?
Yes, I would say that's the truth.
Awesome. All right. Awesome. Okay. And then Katrina, this is your first book ever, right?
Yes, it is.
So that's super exciting. And to be alongside some of these really wonderful established authors, that must be such a wonderful thing for you. So tell me a little bit more about that.
It's amazing. The romance author community is very supportive, very caring, and everybody seems to help each other out. And even though I'm new, I was included in this fantastic community of authors in the fantastic fictional community of Cataluma, where I'm so happy to be writing in, and because I want to go there. And yeah, it's really nice because it's so complicated being an author, and especially with the first book, because there are so many things you don't know. And I have my friends who are there, and I dedicated it to them because, they kind of threw me in and they just stuck around to make sure that I don't drown.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So your book is called Entangled in Love, and it's an opposites attract book. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So it's also there's a secret identity. It's Skylar, the yarn store shop owner, is actually a internationally known knitwear designer, and he keeps it secret because he had no idea it was going to be popular. And he just learned how to, he's a mathematician, and he's there because his aunt saved him, and now she has left him the store, and he's made his home in Cataluma, and he loves it. And so he's a bit of a mystery man around town. Nobody knows what he really does. And my heroine is Dixie, who comes from the wrong side of the track. So he's, solidly middle class, and she's so when she comes to Cataluma, she's a fish out of water. It's lovely that there are birds chirping in the trees, and everything's green and people are friends, and she really, really wants to make her home there.
Oh, fun. She sounds like a fun character to write.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
she's the motorcycle rider, not because she's in a club or anything. It's just because for economy.
Valid. That's valid. Yes. Awesome. And so with this being your first book, what was that like to learn the publishing process and learning all the marketing and everything that goes into it beyond just the putting pen to paper type of thing?
It's huge. And in fact, as we speak, I'm still developing my website. So, there's so much to be done. And even, with these seasoned authors, they've come so far that they've forgotten all the little steps that you have to do. And it's there every step. You think, if that's done, and then there's another whole realm that opens up of work to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's complicated from my perspective.
Yes, yeah.
Understandable. So, Roxie, your book releases first, and
Yes.
it releases tomorrow, May 23rd, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's exciting. So you guys are
Exciting.
doing a special promotion. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we are having a contest. You can win all 6 books in the series in paperback. And all you have to do is just sign up in the form with your name and your email address.
Nice. And we'll put that link in the description so people can hit that and go sign up. So
Yes.
and that's what a fun way for someone to just dive right into Cataluma and really
Exactly.
immerse themselves, right?
Exactly. And yes, and so much about the Strawberry Festival. I didn't mention it before. I should have. Yes. Every big happenings at the Strawberry Festival. So
Nice.
that.
Yes. And if I may add, like every one of our books takes place somehow around the Strawberry Festival. So it's a community event as well that sort of the books hinge on. So you get a little element of what that's like from every perspective.
Fun. That's super fun. And then Janine, yours releases second. When does that release?
On the 30th. So next Tuesday. So
1 week later. Nice.
One
and
week
then
later.
Katrina, you are number 3, right?
And releasing June 6th. Also
June
1
6th.
week later.
Yeah. So bang, bang, bang. People can get their fix in super fast, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And so is this in KU, or how can people read your books?
It's in KU right now. Several of us were wide, and we kind of just wanted to try to see if KU would fit with this. And if it does, awesome. And if it doesn't, we'll put it out wide after it's been through KU for a little bit.
Nice. And so if you are a KU reader, read them right away, because we don't know how long they're going to be in there, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
All right. Any other things that you guys want to share with us about this, about future plans
Janine?
for Cataluma?
Janine has a Goodreads giveaway happening right now too.
Oh, nice.
You
So
can-
we will put those in the link, also that contest in the link, so people can go sign up for that. And then there are 3 more books in the series, but they get a little steamier, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Just
So-
a little. Yeah.
Just a little bit. So for those that really want sweet yours are the 3 that they should turn to.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. And if
Yeah.
you don't care and you just want a good story, read all 6.
Yes, for sure.
Exactly.
Sure.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming and sharing about your books with me. And we'll be sure to make sure that everyone can get connected with you guys. Okay.
All right.
Great. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
All right.
you.